everyone. In this video, I am going to do a very beginner yoga class. Really good for stretching and a little bit of balance. Just teaching you the moves in the correct way so that we can expand from here. Okay, so you ready? It's helpful to have a mat, a sticky mat, so that you can grip. And we will do some standing poses, some seated poses, and then finish with a resting pose. Let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is what we call mountain pose. So you want to stand upright with your feet even on the mat. So you're not leaning too far back or too far forward. Your toes are spread and gripping the mat. Shoulders are back and down. Core is tight. Your pelvis is aligned. So you're not sticking out your butt or you're not tucking in like this. You're just nice and aligned. So your shoulders are over your hips and hips over your knees, and then knees are over your ankles, okay? And just take a couple soothing deep breaths. Inhale through your nose and exhale and just release. You are going for a feel, not a look, okay? So just notice how this feels in your body. Just holding the mountain pose, palms facing forward, and just think of what you want your intention to be for this pose or for this class. So set an intention, like maybe you just want to go into your heart space and just let the world go away. It's not on your mat, it's just you, your mat, your breath, and your body. All right, now take a nice inhale up and exhale. Inhale up, and now clasping your hands on top of your head. Your biceps are next to your ears or as close as they want to get today, and slowly lean to one side. And just hold it. Make sure you're back in your heels, not over your toes. And take a look and just see how it feels. Are you over your body? Are you bending over your legs? Make sure your top shoulder is not going forward, but it's all straight in alignment. Now inhale, come back to the top. Exhale, other side. Stretching out that entire side body feels so good. Just find your sweet spot. Make sure you're rotating a little bit back so your shoulder's not caving in forward and you're just properly aligned. Your quads are flexed, your legs are tight, your core is tight, and you're just breathing. Now come back to center, and I'll turn sideways so you can see just a little back bend, okay? This is really helpful because most of our lives we are living forward. So we just want to open up our front body and strengthen our back body. Just a slight little back bend. And now go ahead and release your arms. Come back to mountain pose. Okay, shoulders are back and down. Core is tight. Legs are tight. And I'm going to show you a basic sun salutation. Okay, so inhale, arms come up. Exhale, dive forward. With a flat back, come all the way down. Maybe your hands are on your shins, or on your ankles, on your quads, but you're just leaning forward as far as you can. And then come up with a flat back. Let your tailbone come up high, nice flat back, and then round it and come forward. Inhale, rise. And exhale, close the pose. Okay, let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, close the pose. Okay, one more. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, close the pose. Now we're going to do a full salutation, where we're going to step back into a plank, and I'm going to go really, really slow so that you can just feel the poses in your body and just make any modifications that you need to, okay? So we're going to do the same basics, but we're going to add on to it. Okay, let's hit it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back into a plank. Exhale, come down onto your tummy, knees, and bring it down slowly, chest and chin. Inhale, come up into a cobra, pushing your hands into the mat and see how much you can rise. A little mini back bend. Exhale, come down. Inhale, flexing your toes, push back into downward facing dog. All right, this is a really important pose. So your thighs are rotating in, your arms are rotating in. You are pushing your finger pads into the mat. Your legs can be straight or slightly bent. Tailbone is facing the ceiling. And you want to walk your dog. Just go ahead, stretching out those calf muscles. Feeling that through your whole back body. And walk your feet forward. And inhale, come up nice and slow. Exhale, close the pose. We're going to do that one more time. This is called a flow. Okay? Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. So you want your tailbone to reach the ceiling. Exhale and fold. Inhale, step back into a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come to downward facing dog. Making sure that your finger pads are pressing you back. You're stretching your back side of your legs. And just kind of move and see how you feel here. And now walk your feet to your hands. Inhale and rise. Exhale, close the pose. Okay, you guys did it. All right, that is a flow. And we will add on in the next video to the flow so you can learn how to do your warrior poses. But for now, we're going to do one balance and then a little bit of seated work, okay? So now we're going to do a balanced posture. So it's called tree pose. Take one of your feet and put it down by your ankle or up here by your shin, okay? Find what works for you today and then just squeeze everything to the midline. If you're down here, it's easier because you have an anchor, right? Your toes are anchoring onto your mat. If you're up here, you're only balancing on one leg, okay? And squeeze everything into the center. And just let your body move like a tree with the wind. All right? If you're nervous, make sure you have a chair or something nearby that you can grab onto. And if you want to raise your branches and let your leaves blow in the wind, finding your sweet spot, opening up your top hip, opening up this hip, whoop, and go ahead and close the pose. And now let's do the other side. So find what works for you. Maybe it's by your ankle or your shin. In advanced classes, we'll bring it up higher. Okay? Hug everything to the center point. Hugging your legs together, your upper body, your arms, everything. Okay? And just take a nice relaxed breath and then allow your branches to grow if you want. Allow your, whoopsie, you move with the wind. Okay, why am I not balancing? All right, squeezing everything, hugging your body. And there you go. All right, now go ahead and take a seat. We're gonna do a couple poses on the ground. Okay, we're gonna start off with seated twist. So we're gonna sit on the mat, pull the flesh out from under your sits bones and sit up tall with a nice flat back and bring one knee in and hug the knee and then grab it with the opposite arm, put that other hand down as an anchor point and just twist. And hold this pose. Your straight leg is active, your foot is flexed, and you are just gently twisting. This is a detoxification pose. You're just squeezing and twisting, wringing out every single organ in your body. Get all the junk out. And now release, and we're going to do the other side. Hugging the knee, placing your anchor behind you, and then twist. Make sure your straight leg is active, foot is flexed, thigh is engaged. Okay, and unwind. Shake your legs out. Now we're going to reach and stretch our hamstrings, okay? So if you can grab with a flat back, see how far you can grab. Maybe it's your knees, maybe it's your shin, your ankles, or your toes. Engage your quadricep, which will lengthen your hamstring, okay? So just contract your quads. See if you can't get a little bit deeper. And now go ahead and sit with crossed legs. Okay, crisscross applesauce. Depending on your knees, you might want to sit up on a block or a blanket to allow more hip opening right here, okay? And go ahead and put your chin to your chest and roll your head in one direction. Nice and slow. I do this in the mobility workout and it's wonderful. Now let's do the other side. I hope you guys are doing this often. So good for you. Okay, now we're going to do two more poses. One is child's or cat cow. Let's do cat cow to stretch out your back. Okay, so this is cat. Okay, looks like an angry cat. And this is cow. Okay, head up, tail up. Let's do one more. Cat. And cow. Make sure your shoulder blades are back. They're not by your ears, they're down. Now walk your knees out, toes together, walk your hands in, and see how far you can sink down. Okay? Putting your forehead on the mat. And then if it's there for you, reach your arms out. And this is child's pose. I can stay there all day. Now go ahead and roll over onto your back. Hug your knees to your chest and rock side to side. Feels so good. And now bring your feet up and see if you can grab the bottoms of your feet into happy baby pose. Pushing your feet down so you get really deep into your hips. Nice stretch there. You can rock this side to side. Now go ahead and place your foot on the mat. And now take one of your feet, cross the ankle over the bottom, lower part of the thigh, and thread the needle, pulling the thigh close to your body. Okay? This is stretching out your hip. And now go ahead and bring your foot back, uncross, and switch sides. Crossing the ankle over the lower quad and bring it in. Okay. And bring your foot back on the mat. And go ahead and reach your legs long. Let your shoulders come back and down. Palms face up. And final relaxing pose, Shavasana. Go ahead and close your eyes and I'll call you back in a few minutes. This is an important pose. You don't want to skip it. It's when all of the work that you just did comes together. And bring your awareness back into your room, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Taking a deep breath and a sigh out. Bringing your knees up, roll to your side, into fetal position. And pushing yourself up to a seated position, whatever feels comfortable to you, keeping your eyes closed. And now we're going to take a deep breath together, bringing your hands together and to your forehead. May you think only happy thoughts. To your lips, may you speak only kind words. And to your heart, may you show love to yourself and to all those around you. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this very beginner yoga class, and we will be sure to make more videos that are more challenging to you as time goes on. But for now, this is really good just to practice these basics and know that every time you practice, you're going to get stronger and better. And that's why we call it a practice. Okay, let's lean in for a nice, big, fat, juicy hug. Sending you so much love and gratitude. Make it a beautiful day. Mwah. Bye for now.